Hello, fellow citizens of the great city of St. Petersburg. It's truly an honor to be here today with a group of people committed to creating such a bright and colorful and inclusive and thriving and open and welcoming future St. Petersburg. And that includes all of you here that showed up and the work that all of you do every day. Because all of us, in addition to our public lives, we lead interior lives, a life of meaning and intention, a life of passion and purpose, a life not always seen by our family and our coworkers, a life not always seen on Facebook, a life of our true self that just can't be captured by a selfie. This interior life is always here for us as a refuge,
This is my imagination.
like a candle burning in a darkened room. And when we turn inward to ask the big questions, why am I here? What is my purpose? What am I here to create or to do? When we consult our conscience or our Creator or our values, it is this interior life that provides the answers. Some of us identify as Buddhists or Christians or Jews or Muslims or atheists or humanists, and some of us don't have a religious identity whatsoever. This administration has always embraced and celebrated the diversity of this city. We are multiracial. We are multicultural. We are white and black and brown. And now, like our city council, we are female. And we are home to an amazing and thriving LGBT community. Yep. We live in a city that is vibrant and colorful and full of people that I am proud to call my neighbor. And just like race and politics and gender, religious belief exists along a spectrum. And within each faith tradition, there is an internal diversity. No two people think or worship or pray or meditate or practice the same. And no two people have the same values or mindset or tell stories in the same way. Since the day I met him, Mayor Rick Kriseman has been a supporter of this city's religious diversity and a believer in interfaith dialogue, committed to increasing the spiritual literacy of our citizens. Because if we can't talk to each other about the big questions, if we don't have a deep and profound respect for our neighbor and for the way they approach mystery or grapple with the unknown, or an understanding of their ultimate concern, then the small questions won't matter. Our civil concerns will become meaningless. Mayor Kriseman has a clear vision of how our beloved city fits into a bigger picture. And he has fought to make St. Petersburg a welcoming city for those wanting to make it their home, and has continued to work toward reconciliation and healing, toward equality and empowerment, to ensure that all of its citizens feel safe and protected, that they feel valued and successful, that they feel loved. So today it is my prayer to God, Allah, Elohim, the Creator, the universe, the source and the force, that that this mayor and his administration continue to serve this city wisely and well, and that we as neighbors continue the work of living in a world that is sometimes overwhelming and painful. That we continue the work of serving and caring for one another, of building a future together that includes all voices, all races, all genders, all faith traditions, Christians and Buddhists and Jews and Muslims and Baha'i and Hindu and Quakers and Scientologists and Native Americans and atheists and agnostics and humanists, and those who are spiritual but not religious, and those who just can't put what they believe into words. I pray that we all put our spirit into action. And by combining the energy, the light from all of those candles in all of those darkened rooms, we create a shining example of community for others. A light as bright and as warm as the sun, eradicating all of our fear and all of our self-doubt as a community. A light that calls forth the strength to move forward with a shared purpose and common ground, with wisdom and understanding that is beyond ourselves. I pray that in this age of separation and division and barrier building and disconnection, that we transcend the lie that our thoughts and actions don't affect each other. I pray that we put the neighbor back in the neighborhood. And may that sun shine on our community, and may that community bring out the neighbor in us all. And with that, we say, Shalom, Shanti, Salam, and Amen.